Hello.
Oh, you always sound so weird when you say hello. Hello.
I'm Adam.
I'm ReAnna.
And this is the Mom and Dad Cuss a Little podcast.
Yay.
And this is a show where we share our twisted little view of marriage and parenting. After, now we can say 8 years of marriage.
It's official.
It's officially been 8 years.
But is it like Facebook official?
Yeah, I think Facebook reminded us.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like super official.
And 4 crazy little boys.
Those are definitely official.
Yep.
They officially need to be committed.
Without any sugarcoating whatsoever, as if you could have possibly imagined there would be by this little first minute of the show.
Welcome, everyone.
So, how you
have you
doing?
been
How
here?
you been, dear? We missed a show, and so because
Did we miss like a couple?
Technically speaking, we've missed one because you said you wanted to go bi-weekly, which I guess, it's been like a month. We're a little off.
It's been a while.
It's been,
I think our last one was before our anniversary.
Yeah, it was the beginning of March, and we intended to have a show right about this like same week as our anniversary.
Yeah.
But,
you
life happens, which is why after... Which that
what is
show,
it? The road to hell is paved with good intentions, which is probably a good thing because then you can just drive right on through. You don't have to worry about stairway because, geez, that's going to take forever. Can it at least be an escalator? Is there an elevator option? That's all I want to know. Because if not, I'm just going to get in the car.
Because we know that road is paved.
Exactly.
Apparently.
It's not a dirt road. I'm okay with it. We've had enough of dirt
roads. You grew
roads.
up on a dirt road.
I've had enough of dirt roads for, like, life. I'll pick us out our handbasket.
What a way to start the show.
Hey.
So, like I said, it's been a bit. Because, I guess, like I said, life kind of gets in the way, and it's why after a year, which actually we actually missed what would have been our 1 year podiversary, which was actually just around our anniversary.
Yep.
But, it's just been...
It's been busy.
Yeah.
Like, we went to, so I guess, starting first things first, we had like a trip to the zoo, and that was like an all-day event, and then we had a birthday, and then...
Well, we had like our anniversary, and then spring break rolled around, which was the reason for all of the trips and things and stuff.
Yeah, and then, spring break, and...
having the boys around makes things very much... Just the addition of, having all 4 of them home at the same time makes things a little more difficult to manage.
Yeah. Well, and then we also had to deal with, like, I'm dealing with my class still. This class is a lot harder than the first one that I took.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say harder. There's just a lot more tedious.
It's more involved, yeah. There's more work involved.
Yeah. So I have had to do a lot more work, and then I've finally gotten into what I am thinking will be a pretty good workout routine, going about 4 or 5 days a week.
Yeah.
To work out. So it's just been kind of hectic, We've got stuff going on pretty much every day of the week now.
Yeah. I mean, and then starting your new kind of diet workout routine.
Yeah.
Which kind of eats up like what would normally be our recording time.
Yeah. Between meal prep and going to the aquatic center or the gym, it's like, when are we going to record?
Yeah. Because, it takes time to do this.
Yeah.
But also it's just, that commitment to, your diet, which I'm really proud of you because, you've been yo-yoing a lot.
Yeah.
And in the past, we've had a lot of trouble with every time you get a rhythm going and you're like, yeah, we're on it, and you're losing weight, and then something happens and we fall off the plan.
Well, usually it's because as anybody who eats healthy knows, it is much more expensive to eat healthy than it is to buy a cheeseburger. Yeah. So like
a lot of the healthy places, like places that serve sell really the good healthy food are expensive. Even
just buying like a crap load of produce can get pricey. And even though it's just me doing it, it's adding a whole new grocery list for one person, plus all the stuff that we were getting before for you and the boys. Yeah. So it's not like, we're all eating salads all the time, because the boys never would. That's just unrealistic to expect them to do that. Yeah. So it's, building this whole, grocery list and keeping up with all of my dietary needs and making my separate meals and my meal prep stuff. Yeah. And all of y'all's stuff. So, that's always been what's thrown me off, is it just gets too expensive and it gets too much for us to keep up with. Yeah.
It's been financially limiting before. Yeah. And then the time, because that has always been it's time consuming to put all this together.
Which is why I'm super thankful that you are as on board as you are with it, and you are as supportive as you're being, because I hate knives and kitchen stuff. Yeah. And so my meal prep would not get done if you didn't help me. Yeah.
If I don't do it, you're not eating.
Well, if you didn't help me. Yeah.
I mean, but things like when we were doing, and there was also, side twist, whatever. But like in the past, it's been like your food options have been very limited to where you were burning out on it really quick. Yeah. Like, I don't want to eat this again tomorrow. Yeah. Somebody give me a pizza. I don't want to eat this again tomorrow. Yeah. And we finally found a combination of things, a wider variety, but a combination of things that are getting
not
results.
Not only healthy, but good, and getting results.
Yeah, getting results. And you like eating them, and you're not burning out on them, and you've got more variety of things. It's not just, here's a wrap. Here's a grilled chicken wrap, and here's a grilled chicken salad. And, what's the difference? I've replaced the wrap with croutons.
Basically.
And, here's
I don't mind eating the same thing every day. It's just when you eat the same thing every day for multiple weeks.
And it gets boring.
It does.
I mean,
I don't mind that I take the same snacks and the same lunch to work every day. Yeah. I don't mind that I come home and have a salad. But there are little tweaks that you can make here and there to where I'm not eating the exact same thing every day for multiple weeks. Yeah. But even if I were, the stuff that I'm eating now is good and I like it. And so it works. Yeah.
But like when you found all those other recipes for different stuff, like that Southwest scramble breakfast, and you got the protein powder that has 50,000 recipes for different things that you're enjoying. But all those other recipes, like the Mediterranean.
Oh, the Greek chicken plate.
Yeah, and all those sort of things. And absolutely, if I couldn't cook,
that does require quite a bit of cooking.
Yeah, that's straight up cooking.
Which I don't do.
Yeah, that is, marinating chicken and grilling and prepping and serving.
It's so bomb. So freaking good.
And making up, cooking up a lot of, we have an ingredient list, and my ability to,
it's like, what's that show? Chopped. Here's your basket of ingredients.
Here's my basket of ingredients. Make something. It's like, you have a name and a basket of ingredients. Go. And that's pretty much what you gave me. And it's like, here's the ingredients for this thing. Make it. And so I have to use my culinary knowledge to reverse engineer Mediterranean green beans given a ingredient list. And like, okay, how is this it's a Southwest. Yeah, it's like, here's a Southwest scramble.
Oh, the breakfast scramble?
Yeah, the breakfast scramble. The farmhouse scramble. Now, I'm a boring egg person.
I like active eggs.
Yeah, you like those. You're in with those, the scrambles and the omelets that have the peppers and the onions and the lots of stuff in them. I'm a sausage and cheese omelet guy. So
boring.
I know, but
it needs peppers and
I don't like
onions
peppers.
And salsa and yeah.
But I can make, and that's the crazy thing about my cooking ability is that I can make 1,000,001 things that I would never eat, and I can execute them without ever tasting the food. I'd be great on a Cutthroat Kitchen. They give you that challenge. Oh, you can't taste your food. I'm cool with that.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm good. I don't do it anyway. I'm like, what? I'm not going to eat this.
Right. I don't want to anyway.
I'm like, we're cooking halibut. All right. So you're going to taste this, right? Because I have no clue what I just gave you.
Right.
I just
For all I know, this is chicken.
Yep.
No. But yeah, I mean, it's been so far so good. I finally, like you said, I did yo-yo a little bit. So I started officially trying to lose weight at the beginning of March. Mm. And I dropped 6 pounds in about 2 weeks, and then I gained it all back. Yeah. which sucked. And I was like, okay, well, I don't want this to stop me, so I'm just going to change what I'm eating. Yeah. And see if that helps. So I did, and then I started doing, like, the aqua aerobics class that I joined, and I joined the gym, and granted, I only went for, like, last week. Yeah. Was my first week doing it. Your
exercise program in this last week.
Yeah. But I did change my diet the week before and added exercise last week. And I finally got back to, not just back to where I was, but I actually lost even more. So I've officially lost 8 pounds in March.
Yay.
Yay. Thank you.
Where's the button? I need the button.
No, don't.
You don't need the button? No. Fine.
So yeah. And then I go back next week to have some new lab work done to hopefully get an increase on my thyroid medication. Yeah. Just to give even more of a boost, because I have noticed that I still have a lot of the symptoms, especially later in the day, like around 1 to 3. I just feel like I hit a wall. It's like, it helps, but I feel like it could help more. But my doctor didn't feel comfortable upping the medication without seeing the blood work, which I get. So. Yeah.
It's like we don't want to up it when it's not actually what's affecting you.
Yeah. So we'll see. I'm supposed to go this weekend and kind of do a walk-in lab test. So hopefully the labs will corroborate what I'm saying. Yeah. And
at the same time, it wouldn't be terrible to find out that the medication isn't doing anything and all of this is just an effect of diet and exercise.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if the labs stayed the same as what they were before, then all of this is just diet and exercise, and we can increase my medication and have that be even more effective. Yeah. So we'll see. But yeah, I mean, we also had spring break, and to celebrate that kind of, we always do a big thing for the first day of spring. Yeah. Which just so happened this year to be the first day of Charlie's actual spring break.
Which is very convenient.
So I took the day off of work, and it was a Monday, and we went to the Phoenix Zoo.
We've never been to the Phoenix Zoo, at least, like, in my adult life, I haven't been to the Phoenix Zoo. I remember going a bunch of times as a kid.
I have never, ever been to the Phoenix Zoo because I've only lived out here for 7 years.
Yeah, you've been out here. To be fair, 7 years, it's a long time for us to have never been to the zoo at this point.
I mean, other than I get
the
that.
continual pregnancy thing.
Yeah.
I think that's the reason why, is that you were constantly in a state of pregnant, just was pregnant, or just, trying, or just, it was pregnant or just was pregnant for quite a while. Yeah. And like, fuck this, I'm not spending all day at the zoo in Phoenix where it's hot as shit.
Yeah, which we actually found was a rather good call on our part, because holy crap, hills. What the freaking frick?
I know, that was...
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Now, I'm a walker.
I am not.
But I was like...
surprise, surprise.
I've these legs are made for walking. I've spent my entire life, on my feet. But, dear God, by halfway through that day, I was so tired of hills. By the first exhibit, I was tired of hills.
Yeah.
We made the mistake of starting off going through the African...
No, we went through the desert part first.
Well, it's the African desert part with like the lions and all that shit first.
Yeah.
And...
Fuck that.
You're climbing hills and it's immediately, let's just climb a hill for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And there's going to be some elephants and giraffes and stuff along the way, but it's a great big ass hill.
And keep in mind, folks, I'm pushing the stroller, which has the baby, and the diaper bag, which has everything. And Adam is dragging, and I mean dragging.
Oh yeah, I'm dragging.
Our foldable radio flyer wagon, because we got one of the like fancy, foldable wagons that has the little seats in it, and it's got the canopy and everything that I thought would be amazing for the boys. Yeah. So he's dragging the 3 and 5-year-old in this, and Charlie's walking next to us. There were times when I was like, Charlie, push your brother. I can't. Yeah. Just handed the stroller over to him. I was like, get us up this hill. Let's go. Yeah. It was bad. There was a lot of walking. I think your Fitbit clocked us at like 3 miles for the full day.
Yeah. It was about 3 miles just walking in that trip around the zoo.
Yeah. My Fitbit didn't clock anything because I was pushing the stroller. And
yeah, because yours doesn't do that. Yeah. Mine has the little swanky thing where it taps into my GPS, so it can track my steps even if I'm not shaking it.
Which one do you have? The
Blaze.
Blaze. I have the Alta. Not the Alta HR, just the Alta.
Yeah, you have the old Alta when it was new.
Yeah. So it doesn't do anything unless it's actually like being
yours
moved.
has to be rattled.
So anytime I'm like grocery shopping, or I've got the stroller, or if I've just got stuff in my hands and my arm isn't moving, then it's not tracking any of those steps. Yeah. Which sucks.
It was funny. Speaking of your Fitbit not tracking, my boss he has an Alta, or it was the one right before it.
Probably the Charge.
It's like one like the Alta where it's a really small thing. Like I think it has like a keychain option and but one of those. But he was saying that he got it, I think, for like his doctor wanted to see like, what's your exercise levels like and things like that. But he got it to track his steps, and he'd like go like walking a building, and he'd be on his feet walking up and down these buildings, knowing that, this building's a 1/4 mile long. I've probably walked 4 miles in this I'm just doing this visit in this building, and comes back, has not tracked a single step.
Oh, shit.
Because he's holding a clipboard in his arm with his Fitbit.
Yep.
And it does not track a single thing because his arm is locked. And so what he did is he took it and he got the little keychain thing and he hooks it on his shoe.
Oh,
so it's clever. On his shoe at all times.
I actually saw, when we were taking Sammy to Phoenix Children's Hospital for all of his, x-rays and stuff.
Yeah.
Like endocrinology stuff. All of the nurses in the hospital had like Gen 1 Fitbits on their ankles.
Yeah.
They were all wearing them on their ankles. There were a couple that had them on their wrist, but most of them had them on their ankles. And I was like, oh, y'all are clever.
Yeah. I think that's what you should do. I think you should probably have yours on like a keychain or...
Mine doesn't have that option though. I mean, we'd have to get the new one.
Yeah. I mean, we'd have to get like something that's got the little adapter or something like that. But I think, we need something like that for you because like me and like you're my boss. It's like when you're doing stuff, you're walking. It's like, you're at the grocery store. You were at the grocery store for an hour walking and you tracked 10 steps.
Yeah.
Because you reached for a bunch of stuff.
Exactly.
It's like all this walking in grocery stores for nothing because my hands were on the bar.
Yeah. So it sucks. Yeah. But so that was the Phoenix Zoo. We walked 3 miles uphill both ways.
Yeah, pretty much, because it was up and down and up and down and up and down. And
I mean, the boys had fun. Damien didn't like that he had
3 out of 4 boys had fun.
Damien didn't like that he had to stay in the wagon, but I wasn't about to let him out and run around.
Yeah, he'd have ended up in an exhibit.
Yeah. I'd believe it 100%.
But it was kind of cool.
The kitties. No, fuck.
Yeah. But it was cool because we learned a lot of stuff. Like when we were in the tortoise exhibit and seeing the Galapagos tortoises.
They were actually tortoises. I thought they were statues.
Yeah. They have these giant, I can't even remember what the hell they were, but they were these giant ass tortoises.
They were next to the Galapagos, so I'm assuming those were the female and then the other ones were the male. Galapagos tortoises?
No, he said that they're two completely different species from opposite sides of the world who happen to both be ginormous.
Fuck if I know, but the one was like 600 pounds.
Yeah, that they actually get...
fucking enormous.
Yeah, that those apparently get bigger than Galapagos tortoises, but nobody really talks about those because Galapagos tortoises get all the attention because of all the other weird animals in the Galapagos.
Yeah.
It was like, hey, we got all these cool animals and 12 different types of finches.
That one over there, that's Elvis. And I was like, no, that's a statue, dude. He's like, no, that's the tortoise.
That one that's over there in the pond that looks like it's a statue, that's a like 200-year-old tortoise. He's about 600 pounds. Like,
fuck.
And like, we had to walk over. We were within spitting distance of this tortoise.
Oh yeah, no, I walked up and I stared at it for like a few minutes. Like, are you actually moving? And then he moved. I was like, holy shit, it's real. It was really freaky.
I liked when we saw the sulcatas.
Yeah, the little sulcata that was wandering in the like giraffe pen or whatever. No, it was
the sulcata. We have our little, because our little tortoise that we have, our little Shelby tortoise, when my sister got her, she was like the size of a friggin' silver dollar.
She's itty bitty.
And now she's, would you give her a size reference like
like a
personal watermelon?
Personal watermelon, yeah.
Yeah, like the size of like a, chunk off a personal watermelon. But they grow up to be like a Galapagos.
No, the one there wasn't quite that big.
But up in the ginormo tortoise category.
Yeah.
They grow up to be ginormous. It's not like a box tortoise that is always going to be small.
But to be fair, they also can only grow as far as their enclosure will let them.
Yeah, they're like the goldfish of the tortoise world.
Yeah. So Shelby, until we move and have like an outdoor pin for her.
It's like put her out in the yard.
She will continue to probably be the size of a personal watermelon.
Yeah.
But yeah, we all had a pretty good time. I have decided that we will probably go back sometime this year.
Yeah. Probably not in the summer.
Definitely not in the summer.
Maybe like end of the summer or something.
Oh, I was so pissed too because that day, first day of spring, of course, Phoenix broke a weather record and we were at like 93 degrees. 2 days later, it was down to 70s.
Oh yeah. I know.
Like, you fucking assholes.
I remember doing an episode of my show talking about how it was already so hot and we're like, is it spring already? Seriously?
Yeah.
And then we get to first day of spring. It's like 95 degrees. And then by Thursday, it's 60.
Yeah.
Like, what hell is this, yo?
Pretty much.
Make up your damn mind.
I was pissed. I was like, of course we go on the hottest day of the fucking week. And,
yeah.
it sucked.
Yeah.
But whatever. We all had a good time.
Yep.
Nobody got sunburned, thankfully.
Yeah. Especially because, like, I don't want to single you out, but I'm going to single you out. You burn, like, instantly.
Oh, I know.
I know. So, the boys don't burn as much as badly as you expect them to because they've got my skin, so they've got my tolerance
with
for
my
heat.
Overprotection.
Yeah.
They have your skin with, come here, we're using this 100 SPF on all of you.
Yeah, it's like, they're all very light-skinned, but they do not burn really easily.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's kind of funny.
No, I burn, like, instantly.
Yeah, I still remember, my grandmother's funeral, and you...
No, it was your grandpa's.
Yeah, but you literally burned walking from the parking lot to the hall.
Yeah.
Like to the reception hall. You burned just walking across the street. Or like, what the hell? Yes, I realize it's like, winter in Arizona. Winter. It wasn't even in like summer. It was like January.
It was in January.
This is January and you're burning in like crossing the street.
But then later that week, after we went to the zoo, it was Damien's birthday, so he is now officially 5.
Yep.
Which
means that
I have mixed feelings about.
Yeah.
Because yay, he's 5, but
that means he's going to start school
in August.
And that's in
4 months.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Okay, I'm okay.
See, you're all nervous mom and all empty nesty and everything.
I'm not empty nesty. Trust me, I don't need to fill the nest, but he's my baby.
We're not filling nest.
You know?
No, Sammy's the baby.
I know, but this sounds so bad, but we actually tried for Damien.
Yeah.
Like, he's the only one that was on purpose. And so, you know, he's the baby.
He's the one that was not the result of some sort of outside circumstance resulting in you getting pregnant.
Yeah, we actually tried for him, and I actually got really scared that we weren't going to be able to, because I had gotten pregnant with Charlie on birth control, and I got back on birth control after Charlie, and when I stopped taking birth control and we were trying to get pregnant, we couldn't for a couple of months.
Yeah.
And I didn't really know what was going on. I was like, hello, I got pregnant on birth control, like... what is wrong? So I legitimately thought something was wrong, and then we finally did get pregnant with Damien. So it was kind of, you know, it was a little scary. Yeah. Obviously, we don't have a problem. We have 4 kids.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's not an issue, really.
He's my baby.
He is the most adorable, terrifying child you'll ever meet.
Yes. Yeah. Accurate.
Yeah. I mean, that's always, and I'm sure we've said it a million times before, he is absolutely terrifying. We call him a monster for a reason. I mean...
He has, like, a very aggressive side that will probably be an issue in school that we'll have to address when we cross that bridge, you know?
Yeah.
But he also has this very, like... cuddly, need to be held, need to have affection, all this.
Yeah.
You know, he's very clingy.
Yeah.
And it's weird because he'll go from, you know, screaming, throwing a fit, throwing himself off of furniture to come curl up with you and, you know, hug you, kiss you, and I'm sorry, I love you, and...
Doesn't want to take a nap without somebody laying down with him to cuddle with.
Yeah.
He will not settle for a teddy bear.
No. Can you lay with me?
No, buddy, I gotta go to work.
But, yeah, so I don't know.
He's the sweetest, most adorable little monster. Yeah.
I usually take the day off for first day of school, and I have a feeling that I'm going to be a lot worse this year than I was for Charlie's first day of kindergarten. Yeah. So, we'll see.
Yeah.
And I'm probably going to be just as devastated when Bug and Sammy go, but...
Oh, I'm sure.
Because Bug is my baby Bug. He's my best friend until I'm at work, and then he's your best friend because he's a jerk.
Okay, we gotta talk about this. So, like, because Bug is just a total ham.
Jerk.
He's gotten on this "Mommy, you're my best friend" kick. And, like, runs up and cuddles and, like, "Mommy, you're my best friend." Except when Mommy's at work, he's like, "Mommy and Daddy and Sammy are my best friends." And so one day I caught him on it and I sent you the video of him. It was hilarious.
Hey, Buggy.
What?
Who's your best friend today?
You.
Why?
Because Mommy's at work.
Because Mommy's at work, so I'm your best friend?
Yeah.
Okay.
Little jerk. That's not okay.
That's totally okay. Except when you're around, it's like Mommy's my best friend and Sammy's your best friend. Like, can't I be Mommy's best friend?
No. Buggy is my best friend.
Yeah. But he always runs up and realistically, Sammy picked me.
Sam is the biggest jerk of all of them.
Yeah, but he does it because
he knows how to. He will look me in the eye. Dad? No, you little fart.
I know, he's great. He's so mean to his brothers too.
Yeah.
It's one thing. I mean, they've all taken pleasure in their brother's suffering. Anytime one of them's getting yelled at, the younger ones are laughing their asses off.
It's true.
But I think today was probably the best example of Sam likes torturing his brothers. Was Sam had a little piece of a sandwich and Bug came up, and so he like goes and like reaches out like he's going to share his sandwich, like, "Oh, here." And then right as Bug would go to take a bite, and he'd pull it away and start laughing. And then he'd hand it to him again. And he'd go and try to take a bite and pull it away.
Which shows how gullible Bug is.
Yeah, that's what he'd keep going. He kept going and kept going. And then Bug looks away and he was like, nope, and just ate the whole thing. Ate the whole thing. And Bug turns around. Oh,
savage.
I know. And he was just doing it to mess with him. He's such a smartass.
That's so wrong. Poor Buggy.
Or how many times a day do you like, oh, Bug, or hey, Sammy, I want a kiss? No.
Yeah, he'll straight up tell me, no. And walk
or
up.
walk up to you like in the morning to give you a kiss and then totally fake you out.
Yeah. He's a little jerk. And he thinks it's hilarious.
It is hilarious. He's one.
He's a brat. But, yeah, it's never a dull moment here.
No. God. If it were dull around here, I'd get worried. I got scared the morning they let us sleep in. I was like, wait, they haven't been making noise. What the fuck? Are they alive?
Yeah.
How did we sleep in this long? What happened?
Well, you slept in. I was in and out of consciousnness, making sure they were alive.
Yeah, well, our new bed puts me in a coma.
Yeah.
Even when I wake up and because I've got built-in back issues to where if I don't sleep in a certain position, then it's going to hurt my back. Just like if I sleep on my back, it hurts my back. But on our new bed, I will drift into a coma and knock out so hard that I'll end up on my back, still knocked out hard.
Yeah.
And then wake up with that back pain because I can't be on my back. I'm like, didn't hurt me enough. I was like, this bed kept me asleep enough to not care.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. I really like it. We just need new pillows.
Yeah, we need new pillows. Our pillows were purchased for an inferior bed. They do not work with this mattress.
No, they don't. But yeah, so I think that's pretty much everything that's happened. Well, we had our anniversary.
And
I think we just ordered in and had
we said,
Olive Garden to go.
Ordered in Olive Garden, sat down. Because our anniversary is St. Patrick's Day, I I had a bottle of Guinness. Just, figured, hey, it's St. Patrick's Day. I might as well drink the Guinness. Yeah, not a fan of Guinness.
I've never found a beer that I like, so.
Yeah, I think I'm on that same path right now. I was trying because of all of the shows that I listen to where they're kind of beer snobs and they're like, oh, this is a great, whatever, Imperial IPA, or there's, try this thing and this. And I'm like, you know what? Hell, I'll give it a shot. And I tried a bunch of different stuff and I'll stick with an Angry Orchard and then call it a day.
Yeah.
Although I did like the Strongbow. Strongbow is good. Because come on, if Patrick Stewart does a commercial, so you got to try the Strongbow.
But yeah, so it's been pretty busy around here.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, I joined an aqua aerobics class that meets during the week, but I only go on Mondays because that's your day off, so you can stay home with the boys and I can go. It's at night, so it's not super hot. It's an outdoor pool.
Yeah.
But it's really fun. I mean, it's a lot of old ladies.
Because we live basically we live in the non-retirement area surrounded by retirement communities.
Yeah. We are sandwiched in between two retirement communities. So, I mean, I kind of expected that.
Yeah. But
it wasn't I don't know how to explain it. It wasn't the stupid, cheesy workouts that you see, little old ladies doing on TV.
Yeah.
It wasn't that at all.
Yeah. I mean, out here, they're fit, retired people.
Yeah. And it was actually, a good workout. And
it beat you up. It
really did. To the point where, cause I was, giving it my all with everything.
Yeah.
And, when you go to get out of a pool and you're climbing up the ladder and all you have are the little handrails to kind of hold yourself together. And about 3 steps up, you are officially out of the water. The water is no longer supporting you. You're on your own. Get the fuck out.
Yep.
That's when my legs gave out and I slammed my one knee into the concrete. And I know that everybody saw, but I was just like, oh crap, haha, funny, and tried to get up and walk it off. But oh my God, I could not feel my legs. I was struggling so hard. So hopefully tomorrow I don't fall on my face again, but it seems to be the way that I make a first impression is falling, so.
Yeah, I remember that story from was it jazz dance class or something?
Jazz or modern, first day of class, I fell on my face. I'm like, hey guys, this is pretty common. Let's just get used to this now.
Like, hey, follow the leader.
Yeah. No, and we were playing follow the leader around the dance floor, and she had us like running in a line, and of course I'm at like the front of the line and I fall on my face. And nobody else did. I was like, hey, come on, follow the leader, fall down. No? Okay, fuck.
You're not playing along? You're all out. You all lose because you didn't follow the leader.
Right. But, yeah, so we'll see. Tomorrow will be interesting, but I'm excited.
Yeah. I'm excited because, you've been enjoying your gym time and your pool time. And
I've been getting up Wednesday and Friday morning. Like I said, I talk about this like I've been doing it forever. It was only last week. Wednesday and Friday morning, I get up and I go to the gym. I'm there at like 6 to about 6:30.
Yeah.
Just for like basic cardio, like treadmill and elliptical stuff. Yeah.
Just kind of getting back into doing that extra. It's just kind of adding extra physical activity to push.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because, it's diet and exercise because, it doesn't matter how many carbs or calories you cut from your diet if your whole day is like, especially because you work in a call center, it's like you don't have a lot of opportunity for exercise to burn off any calories.
Yeah.
So you got to have some sort of physical activity. So even like that 30 minutes of get on the elliptical or something is a big help for helping lose weight.
Well, like I told you, Friday when I came home, I had already hit 3,000 steps just at the gym on my Fitbit, which is great because my goal is I set it to 4,000 because like you said, I work at a call center. I don't have those chances to really get up and move during the day.
Yeah.
And when I do, we go on a walk around the building, but it's a quick walk around the building, Yeah. It's not much. So, yeah, this is helping. Mm-hmm. I'm excited.
And I'm happy for you because you've passed that little yo-yo point you were at. And so you're getting more results and you're enjoying the experience because, again, you're eating food that you are enjoying eating and we're getting to experiment with recipes too because it's stuff that we normally wouldn't have been eating.
Yeah.
But you're getting, good food that you like, that's good for you. You're getting exercise that you enjoy. Like, the water aerobics thing is all you. You enjoy you enjoy swimming and you always said, swimming. So
that's my favorite. You can leave me in the water and I'd be happy.
I'm sure whenever we do get our house, like to buy our house, we're absolutely going to have some sort of a pool, whether it's above ground pool.
I would like to have an in-ground pool, but I would also like to wait until the boys are a bit older.
Yeah. I would think we should have an above ground pool if for no other, that's because I feel like we'd be able to secure it better.
Well, with an in-ground pool, you can put a fence around it with a really good lock.
With an above-ground pool, you can just take the ladder off.
Yeah, but our boys.
Yeah, I know. See, my brain says take the ladder off, flip it around. It's like you can get out of the pool, you can't get in.
Right.
That's even safer. So if you did manage to finagle your way into the pool, the ladder's right there. You can get right back out. You're not going to drown.
But I don't know. I just get kind of weird, especially out here. You hear all the stories of the kids who went missing and were found in the pool and didn't make it. And
out here, there's so many every
year.
Year.
It's like, daily come the summer, you hear.
It takes 2 seconds. Those were the I should show you those old commercials.
Please don't, because I seriously, I cannot handle the news during the summer. Yeah. Because it's just, it's
always it's either a kid left in a car or a kid in a pool.
Yeah.
And
it's awful. And it's heartbreaking and so devastating because you sit there and you think about it. Like you hear something about, the 3-year-old was found in a pool. And it's like, well, shit, I have a 3-year-old. Yeah. What if that was Bug? I can't handle stuff like that. So,
I know. Stories
it just
about kids
freaks me out.
Stories about kids that I know that really pushes your mom buttons.
Yeah. It
I guess
really
because
does.
I grew up with those stories out here, and I grew up with that, and I wouldn't say I'm desensitized to it, but
you are a little. I mean, we didn't have any of that in Texas.
Yeah.
Or at least none that I heard of.
You didn't have the creepy kids drowning commercials that I had. Now, I will say, when I was a kid, those commercials scared the hell out of me.
Yeah.
I feel like I should show you those commercials just for the sake of they were creepy, and if you didn't get the message to pay attention to your kids around the pool, then something's wrong with you. Because those commercials would scare that shit into you. I mean, the whole point was it's 2 seconds. Yeah. It takes 2 seconds for a kid to drown.
Yep.
And yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. Kids and pools kind of freak me out, so that's why I said maybe when they're older.
You know, that's why I'm like, because we've talked about doing like an above ground pool in the past.
Yeah.
So, and
I don't know. We'll
before we always had the issue of we got like the little kiddie pools and we got the inflatable pools, and they lasted about a day before the dog got to them.
Yeah, Cheyenne was a chewer.
Yeah. So you'd have to fight her off long enough to inflate the pool, and you filled it up with water, and the first time the dogs go out in the yard to pee, the entire yard is flooded. But that grass was great for a week.
The grass was beautiful. Oh, Cheyenne was a pain.
But yeah, I would like us to have a pool because when I was a kid, we lived in the water.
Yeah, we had a pool too. We had an above ground pool when I was a kid. And we were in that. I was in that thing sun up to sundown in the summers, you know. Dad and Carolyn could not get me out of there. Yeah. It's like to the point where I actually got swimmer's ear, like solid that whole summer. But of course there was, you know, the maintenance and the upkeep and vacuuming it out. And, you know, which I didn't mind doing because I was out there anyway. So it was like, yeah, you know, put the little vacuum in here with me and I'll scrub the floors while I'm in here. Mm-hmm. But they are a pain. Yeah. So I don't know. But
I remember when we were kids and we always went there was a pool at the high school. And so we would go there and like opened at noon. We were those kids. And we didn't realize how far we were walking back then. Like I went back and drove that, when we moved back out here. I was like, son of a bitch, we walked a long way every morning. We must have walked 3 or 4 miles from our house across like fresh tar blacktop. So it's just radiating. You might as well have been walking across an oven to it's like 110 degrees out. You're walking on fresh tar and the barely shade of eucalyptus. And we walk to the pool and we'd spend all day there. And we basically would get there as soon as they opened and we're there until it was time to come home for dinner. And that was about it. But we did that every day of the summer. Because the school made a deal, I think, with like Chevron. So it went from like when we first moved into that house, it was like, oh, it's $1 or 50 cents for the smaller kids. Like, okay, no big deal. They're every day. But then like the next year they got the sponsorship. And so next thing you know, you got a big Chevron emblem at the bottom of the pool, but the pool is free. Nice. I was like, hey, free pool like, every day, all day.
The summer between my 8th grade year and my freshman year of high school, I babysat my cousin, who's a few years younger than me, and her mom worked for some sports company. They sold like baseball crap.
Like a sports company or like a sports store?
Like a sports store, but they also had like batting cages in the back and a pool.
That's weird.
Yeah, it was a very strange place. And then it also had like this big reception hall where people would have like wedding receptions and shit.
Yeah, that's really weird. Okay.
So, I don't
know what crackhead designed this business, but okay.
I don't know where it was, but they had a pool.
Yeah.
And basically she paid, I don't know if she had to pay, but my cousin and I went to the pool every single day during the summer that I watched her because we would just go with my aunt. And I was basically just responsible for keeping my cousin entertained.
I was like, does it count as you watching her if you're going to work with her mom?
Well, I mean, her mom was in the front building.
Mom's up there working and you're having to stay with her.
Yeah, I was entertaining the kid. Yeah. And we'd stay in the pool all day.
Yeah.
From the time it opened to the time she had to go, her shift was over, which, 8 to 5.
Yeah.
Pretty much. We were there all day. And holy crap, I've never lost as much weight as I did that summer. Like, it was awesome. But yeah, I could swim for the rest of my life and be happy.
Yeah. And I love
the boys
swimming.
don't know how to swim.
The boys don't know how to swim. And I think that's a big part of you being overprotective.
It really is.
Because,
like I said, kids in pools, especially out here, it just freaks me the fuck out. Like, oh god, yeah. It's so bad.
So when I was a kid, we lived in the water. Mom always said I was like a fish the way I swam. It's like, I love the water, love being in the water. Mostly pools. I love pools. And it's funny. There are people that are like, oh, I hate pools. They're so disgusting. And then there's people that are like, I hate the ocean. It's so disgusting.
I'd rather be in a chlorinated pool where chemicals are killing everything than have to be in the beach.
Yeah. To be fair, your experience with the beach is the Gulf of Mexico, where it's entirely possible for you to like dig your toes in the sand and they come out oily, which I've had, which is a terrible experience. Or red tide, or jellyfish.
Oh, God.
God, jellyfish.
I had one hug me once. They're not fun.
They're not hugging you.
It hugged me. It went all the way around.
Yeah. I remember that's like the first time my dad ever went to the beach in Corpus, and he was just sitting there kind of drifting around in the water and looked down.
What sucks is that at first you don't feel it. It's like, oh.
You don't feel it and you don't realize they're there.
What is that? I don't know what that is. And then you get out of the water and it's like, fuck, my leg.
The air hits it and then, yeah. Which you'd think the salt water would be stinging like hell, but it's when the air hits it. Yeah. But he's just drifting and like floating and la la la. And then he looks down and realizes that he's in like a patch. He is just completely surrounded by jellyfish.
No.
And there's nothing he can do because they don't sting.
By like moon jellies or like, were they cabbage heads at least?
No, they were, yeah, I think they were the blue jellies, whatever the ugly, whatever the crap that stings you, the son of a bitch out there.
The man-o-wars?
Not man-o-wars, because there's the blues, the box ones, and the cabbage heads. And whatever the hell it was, but like
one of the normal jellyfish.
Yeah, normal.
Okay.
Cabbage
heads we used to play kickball with.
Yeah, those are.
They were just
those
cabbage.
Are just stingless jellies, basically. It's like you to get stung by a cabbage head, you literally have to shove your hand in the underside of this jellyfish.
Which, if you're doing that, I don't know.
Yeah, you might want to see somebody. I remember hearing, sailors down in the docks talking about playing baseball with those things.
Yeah, we used to kick them around.
Like, yeah, hey, catch. Yeah. But anyway, he goes, there's a lot of rum involved in those stories. But he said he just looked around, he was completely surrounded, and then there's nothing you can do. You're going to disturb them.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to drift back in. You're just going to keep drifting.
Swim.
You gotta swim. As soon as you start swimming, they all get churned up. They all start bumping into you. They all start stinging. And they didn't live in Corpus at the time. They were visiting to just go to the beach. And so they go back to the hotel, and from his waist down was just all stings. Just look, it's like Spartacus lashes all over him. And
it's about what it feels like too. Oh God, it's the worst.
And I have actually yet to
hear. Did he have meat tenderizer?
From what I've heard, just about every story about like, oh, here's the way to relieve jellyfish stings is BS.
Pee on it or meat tenderizer.
Yeah, apparently neither of those actually work.
No, it does. It helps.
Because it's like, I think it's like the peeing on it is like the result, kind of like how, for whatever reason, when you're in salt water, it doesn't sting.
Right.
It's basically the same effect.
Concept.
Because I saw a thing and it was basically saying, it's like, yeah, no, the way they work is that the more you act like that, the little stinger cells actually are basically designed to react to the way salt water is. Like, so basically any temperature change makes them trigger. So that's why they'll brush up against you and you're fine because everything's consistent. As soon as you get out of the water, the temperature changes and then they go, And that's when it actually stings you.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it's like, I think you pee on it and it brings it closer to, and it relieves the pressure, whatever. But yeah, everything else I've heard, they're like, nope, that's an old wives' tale. It's all in your head.
Well, I mean, everybody always took meat tenderizer to the beach just in case, and it helps.
Yeah. Sorry, I think meat tenderizer, I think of a big mallet.
No.
It's like just sit there and pound your legs until they're broken.
Bottle of seasoning. You shake it on your leg and we're good to go.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I grew up on the beach. There were several summers spent on the beach, literally sleeping on the beach because, good parenting choices on my parents' behalf. Well, on my mother's behalf.
Never slept on the beach.
I have. It's not fun.
No.
Trust me. Sand. Not good.
That's like the first thing you learn the first time you go to the beach. And I'm just going to say this, stories I've heard from women is that you get sand in places that you really wish you didn't have sand in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got those stories too. But it would be nice to have the boys learn how to swim. And I mean, I think we really need to. The pool here in Surprise is really nice because it does have that zero depth where you just kind of like walk in like you would at a beach. Mm-hmm. It doesn't have like the steps or anything. It just kind of gradually gets deeper.
That's cool.
So they have that little area for like little bitty kids.
Yeah.
And then of course it goes all the way down to the diving pool.
Yeah. I haven't been to the pool here, so
it's nice.
Interesting.
Monday was my first time going, but it's really nice. Yeah. It's huge. But I do like that they have, like, the dive-in theater where you get to, like, go to the pool and watch a movie.
Yeah. Because that's what you do when you live in the desert and it's just fucking hot.
Yeah.
And like, oh, yeah, we're gonna watch a movie in the pool.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how we roll up in Surprise.
Oh, God. That's how we roll. Please stop. I will divorce you.
Word.
Oh man, my legs are so sore.
Still
from yesterday. Good Lord, it was leg day.
It was ballet day.
Ballet day. You would think that my core would hurt more than my legs, but no, my legs.
Yeah.
Granted, my core has a lot of padding, so it's nice and comfy. But my legs hurt. You've pretty much had one of the boys massaging your legs almost all day. And they hurt. Like, my calves are like super tight and like I noticed that earlier. Won't like let go. I hope you're okay for the pool tomorrow. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm gonna fall when I get out of the pool again. I hope you're okay for going to work tomorrow. Yeah. You really can't afford to be calling out right now. I have to be there tomorrow. We have some big crap going down that I gotta be there for. Yeah. We have, like, updates to our procedures going in and all kinds of craziness. It's like, it's like testing time for the schools. So our brother-in-law, who's now working for the school district, is now, like, he's it's learning. Crunch time. It's crunch time. It's like, cause isn't he's IT for the school district? Yeah, he's IT for a school district. And so now it's time for state testing. So everyone's warning him, and like the other IT people have said, like, this is the most stressful time. It's all on you. Like the systems must work. Yeah. You have to have everything perfect for this entire week. And it's just the most stressful time. Like, no pressure. No pressure, but you might lose some hair. Oh, you're good. Never mind. Oh, poor D. He shaves his head. Yeah. Speaking of hair, all of the boys got haircuts, and oh my god, my little baby. He's not a little baby anymore. He looks like a kid. Yeah. Well, he's transitioned from wearing onesies to wearing t-shirts and shorts and stuff, so no, it's so sad. Now he's looking so much more mature. I know. It's so funny, like, I always spring those on you. It's always so funny, because like, I'll just start doing that, and then you'll see them the first day. You're like, no, he doesn't. He looks like he looks too old. Like a kid. He looks like a kid. He doesn't look like my little baby anymore. Yeah. I don't know. Something about a kid in onesies Just, it keeps them being a little baby. But when you start putting them in, like, shorts and t-shirts, and it's like, oh, you're a kid now.
To be fair, he's not wearing shoes yet.
Well,
like when he's walking
I'm
around,
not wearing shoes either, so.
Well, like when he's in a t-shirt and jeans and walking around and walking around in sneakers, that's when he's no longer a baby anymore.
I know.
Oh.
But I took pictures of his first haircut.
He did not look happy.
No, he didn't. He was very upset the whole time. But there's one picture where I kind of made fun of him a lot for this picture because he's got like stick out ears. So he looks like a little elf. But he's cute.
Yes, he is adorable. But now he doesn't have his like baby mullet anymore.
Yeah, he did kind of have party in the back going on.
It's just so weird. I was sitting there and always like blowing his face and stuff. And now I'm like, oh.
Your hair doesn't move.
Your hair doesn't do that anymore.
Oh, so something fun that we're dealing with. And if any of our listeners have any suggestions on where to even start with this. So I know you had mentioned a while back that you thought Bug, the 3-year-old, was cross-eyed.
Oh, yeah.
And I was
or like had a lazy eye or something, yeah.
I was like, no, I don't really see it. I kind of brushed it off and I was like, no, he's fine. He's just 3. And then I was like, well, let's look. So I did some Google search and found like ways to test it to see if he is or if he does have like a lazy eye or whatever. And basically you just cover their eye and make sure they can follow an object with the uncovered eye. So I did that with both of his eyes and he followed it just fine. But I had noticed every once in a while, like you can see his eyes just kind of slip out of focus and one eye points in.
Yeah.
And I've been ignoring it for a couple of weeks, but then yesterday when their aunt came over to cut their hair, he was talking to her and she looks at me and she goes, does he have a lazy eye? And I was like, fucking shit, that's 2 people that have noticed it, so yes.
Guess so. Yeah.
And actually when she was doing their before and after pictures, in his after picture, she got it on camera.
Yeah.
Which kind of sucks because, it went on Facebook, but I don't think anybody really noticed.
He kind of looks cross-eyed.
Yeah. But at the same time, it's a good thing that she got it on camera because now we can, show it to doctors and be like, no, it actually does happen. It's just not all the time.
Yeah.
Which you can, validate from his before picture. He looks fine.
Yeah.
And in his after picture, he's just kind of out of focus and his eye is slid in. Mm-hmm. So.
I kind of wonder if maybe he just actually has a vision problem.
That's what, I don't know. I don't even know where to start. Do we have to take him to a pediatrician for this? Do we just find a pediatric optometrist, ophthalmologist? I have no clue.
Yeah. Like, I wonder if he just actually has just a regular old vision problem and he looks all cross-eyed because he's trying to refocus.
I don't know.
I got it.
I have no clue where to start.
Yeah, I was like, I've got terrible vision, but I didn't discover that I had terrible vision until about the 6th grade. Yeah.
Well, and my stepmom said that if he does have a lazy eye, that, she had a kid in one of her classrooms because she's a 2nd grade teacher, who hers wasn't discovered until she was in 2nd grade. And she had to wear an eye patch on her good eye to strengthen her lazy eye.
Yeah.
And it was embarrassing. She was very self-conscious about it. And it was hard for her in 2nd grade to go through that. Yeah. And so she was like, if you're noticing it now, do something about it now.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, yeah, that's a good point. So it is something that I want to get taken care of very, very quickly. But like I said, I have no clue where to even start. Yeah. So I know I'm going to call the pediatrician and probably talk to, one of the nurses and be like, I don't even know what to, where to start, who to look for. Can I just take him to like America's Best? Or do I have to find like a pediatric? I don't know.
Yeah. Do you need like a pediatric optometrist that
and is it an optometrist or an ophthalmologist? Or, I don't know. Yeah. So we shall see. This will be a journey.
Yep. The quest of the lazy eye.
Aw, my poor Buggy.
It's okay.
But, he'll probably end up having to wear glasses at the very least.
Yeah. Statistically speaking, all of them are probably going to end up in glasses at some point. Like, I wear glasses. You're supposed to wear glasses. all of my parents wore glasses. Like, hell, even my step-parents wore glasses.
All of your siblings wear glasses? Erin, like, had her vision corrected.
She was an anomaly. Of all of us are nearsighted except for her. She was farsighted. And so she wore glasses, and farsightedness is correctable.
Yeah.
So, you're farsighted, you wear glasses for a few years, it corrects, you're cool. That's what she had.
Yeah.
My youngest brother is the only one who has perfect vision. He's actually we had him tested because it was like when I got my glasses and our other brother got glasses, and we're like, let's have him checked out too, and they actually said he has beyond 20/20 vision. He has super friggin' superhuman vision. And we're like, what the hell? Did you just take the good vision from the other 5 of us?
Right.
Like, none of us can see for shit, but you've got Superman vision? What the hell?
That's funny. But yeah, I mean, everybody almost in your family wears glasses.
Yeah, we all wear glasses.
So it's highly likely that they all will.
You're supposed to wear glasses. Your dad wears glasses.
He does now. He hasn't always.
He's got like glasses because he's, old.
I'll say it.
Yeah.
I'll straight up tell him to his face that he's old. That's fine.
You tell me to my face that I'm old.
Exactly.
How many 25th birthdays have you had?
I don't know, but I'm 25 and it's just lovely.
Know what I just realized? This Friday, Mo's gonna be 30.
Your brother?
Yep. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh, his birthday's on Friday. He's gonna be 30. So, happy birthday.
I'm sure he's real happy that you announced that to everybody.
It was like one of those, because I'm always like left in shock whenever my younger siblings have a birthday, because then it makes me feel that much older.
Yeah. No, I hear you. Bridget just turned 19.
Are you sure?
Well, I'm 25 and she's 10 years younger than me. So yes, I believe she's 19.
So she's 15. Yeah. But no, I just remember that when he turned 22, I was still telling people he was 19. I was just like blanked it out in denial. Like, oh shit, no, he's 22.
It's funny.
It's like I've been telling people he's 19 for 3 years because I just don't want to admit that my brother's been of legal drinking age for a year now.
It's funny. Yeah.
Or my youngest brother, he hits drinking age. He turns 20 this year. And next year he's going to be able to drink. I don't think he really will. He's too cool-headed of a kid for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's going to be the coffin nail for all of us, I think.
Yeah.
I think because next year my oldest sister will be 40.
Oh, I'm sure she's real happy that you announced that.
We've talked about it on the show before. I've mentioned it before, but if not here on my show.
She can kick your ass, and she will.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I want to get her back on. It's like, yeah, you know what? You weren't quite as capable of kicking my ass the last time we talked, but yeah, you stay on that side of the table.
Right?
But yeah, I think that's going to be it. It's like, he's going to hit 21 and G's going to hit 40 and I was like, fuck, we're old.
I keep telling you. Every year.
Yeah.
You're fucking old.
Hey, but you know what? Next year is your turn.
Nope.
Yep.
25.
25 plus.
Nope.
5.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
Yeah.
25 is a lovely number.
Yeah. You saw that go by a few lovely numbers ago.
Nope.
I'll have Charlie come on and argue with you about this.
I'm sure he would love to, but it's not happening.
Yeah. But enough about us being old. Yeah. We've chatted a lot this week.
Indeed. We had a lot to catch up on.
Yeah. We need to get back in the swing of things.
Excuse me, guys. Oh, sorry. It's like 10 o'clock. I'm super tired.
Oh my god, it's 10 o'clock. It's so late.
For me, it is.
I know. My brain doesn't shut off till about 2, so 10 o'clock I'm barely getting going.
Fluffy.
No.
Quit, you dumb
The
cat.
increasingly rare cat interference.
Fluffy.
Do you want to talk, Fluffy?
Please don't.
We'll get in there and we'll just start plugging Fluffy and Toby into the show until we get nominated for Best Pet Co-Host.
Yeah, but Toby doesn't talk. Fluffy does.
Yeah.
She yells at us.
Yeah, a lot. But, any parting words, my dear?
Party words?
Parting words. Parting words. Oh, I'm so wasted.
I wish. I have kids. I can't be wasted anymore.
Maybe take the edge off the leg pain.
Oh, that's not a bad idea. Should have a glass of wine before bed.
I don't think we have any that's any good right now.
That is a fair point. No, I don't have any parting words. Do you?
Thank you to all of those out there. We've picked up a lot of new followers on Facebook, and
this is true.
It's been really cool. Especially considering that we've been basically out for a month, that we are so inconsistent in our releases of stuff.
Sorry, guys. That's like my fault.
Yeah. Between diet and exercise and like household routines changing in the last month.
Yeah.
Really? I mean, we've had a big shakeup in household schedules and routines and stuff lately. So it's, trying to find recording time in there has been a little more difficult. But yeah, thank you to all of the new followers and listeners and stuff, because it's been really cool to see that.
Yep. And I know a lot of them came from the hashtag tripod for March. So thanks for giving us a try.
Yeah.
Keep sharing us. Just because tripod is over does not mean that you cannot refer your friends. Share this with your friends.
Yeah. Or other shows that you're interested in and you find interesting. Because, it's cool.
Yeah.
I think I'm still going to just keep using it because, hell, why not? It's never...
We've got a few pre-recorded ones, so why not?
Yeah. So why... It's never a bad time to try a new podcast. Yeah.
Unless, I mean, it's like a fire, emergency lockdown, middle of a tornado.
Do you have a signal for the middle of a tornado?
Well, I mean, that's why it would be a bad time.
I guess so, yeah.
There are bad times to try new things.
Okay. All right. But I think that's going to do it for us. This 25th episode. Wow. This is 25th. This should be special to you. But that's going to do it for... I think I'm just going to label the next few episodes 25, just in your honor.
Yay.
But that's going to do it for us this week. You can check out all of the past episodes at momanddadcuss.blogspot.com. And maybe I'm going to get around to convincing ReAnna to letting us buy an actual domain. or 3.
No.
They're cheap.
No.
They're cheap.
No.
It costs less than your gym membership.
And?
It's once a year. Totally. Anyway. But, again. And, yeah.
It's the shit that I deal with.
Yep. Anyway. But, on the webpage, you can leave us comments. You can check out all the past episodes. There is a little box with all the little places to subscribe, whether it's iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Spreaker. You want to click on the little RSS button? There's one of those too. Or even the generic subscribe on Android, where you can even pick an app if you don't already have one. You just click there and it'll take you to a nice happy list of really popular podcatchers, so you can subscribe that way and get them all straight to your phone, so you don't have to keep looking. We'll just pop up right there in,
oh my God, stop talking.
In your stuff. Yeah. And if you want to leave us a message, you can send us an email, momanddadcuss@gmail.com, or on Facebook at momanddadcuss. And until next time, I've been Adam. Hi,
I'm
Dad.
ReAnna.
Good night.
Good night.